Tropic Thunder. Does this comedy classic hit the mark or does it fall completely flat? Let's get into it. So I'm going to first off by shouting out this cast, man. This cast is all-star as fuck. And I don't mean like all-stars as far as like the NBA in 2025. That's horrible. I mean like all-stars in like 2008 with like Kobe and all them. This character, so I just watched this movie for the first time ever. And I've obviously always heard of blackface and Robert Downey Jr. and all that and how crazy it was. But I didn't realize he was actually acting like a black man the entire movie. Because this is funny, y'all. I know that I'm not allowed to say that. I get it. This was funny, and Robert Downey Jr. went crazy. Back to the cast real quick. Why don't they do that anymore? Like, I guess there's not that many comedian actors anymore. Like, we got all like the Vine people. Like, we don't like those guys. They're not funny. But man, I miss these comedy classics where we just got all the funniest people in Hollywood and say, hey, let's make a banger. The sharp satire on Hollywood is gold. They make fun of Hollywood so crazy in this, bruh. This movie's funny. I can't lie. This is a funny movie. And even though it's technically a comedy, there's hella action in this movie. Like just blowing up and shit like that. Now, my only thing with this film was, even though it is a funny film, it's like clever funny. It's not like you're never going to be super weak or you're not going to be, it's not gut wrenching funny. You know what I mean? It's just like constant, haha, a giggle there or just a, that was clever type funny. And real quick, when are we going to start putting respect on Ben Stiller's name in the comedy genre, including myself? Because we just overlook him and he's been in some of the funniest movies of our generation. He has been in certified comedy classics and I feel like he just gets no credit. So there's my little tangent on Ben Stiller. Now, I usually don't show just nominations, but Robert Downey was nominated for the best performance this year, in 2009. Oh man, just tells you how far we've came. And I'm not saying that as far as in a good way. Sometimes let loose, man. It was funny. No harm, no foul. Now the critics gave us an 82% and the audience a 71%. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little let down in this film. Not because it wasn't funny, only because I was told since 2009 that this is like one of the funniest movies of all time. And I just didn't think it was. I gave this film a 7.5 to an 8, so I'm right on par. This film does pass the homie review. And I would recommend watching this because, like I said, it's a funny fucking movie. But don't go into it with expectations that it's going to have you, on the ground rolling and all, because it's just not. It's just not.